municipality, our community members within the municipality. Today we are communicating based on our credit control policy and also the events and activities that we have seen that have destabilized operations and people's lives in the area of Emzinoni and Bethel. We have, for the past few years, struggled with the issues of management and control of our income and expenditure as the municipality. Members of our community will remember that at some point we had reported that we had a crisis with our financial system around 2017, 2018, where we could not be able to bill appropriately, we could not be able to pay ESCOM, we could not be able to pay rent water on the basis that our system was operating inadequately and caused a lot of problems for us. We are pleased to once more indicate that we have a fully functional system that is running our finances as the municipality, and we are upgrading on it on daily basis as we continue to work to ensure that once at some point we are able to achieve the status of a model city of excellence that will be a clean audit opinion based by the Auditor General, and that we are targeting by 2030. While we are implementing these new adjustments and new innovations, indeed we understand that it is very painful and very difficult to adapt to change as it starts to align all of us towards a particular direction which we are not used to. And this causes some friction between ourselves as councillors, ourselves as administrators of the municipality, and the members of our community. We are therefore calling for cohesiveness so that we can be able to work together. We are calling for tolerance, and we are calling for everybody to come together and seek to understand where we are and what is it that we seek to achieve. We are pleased to have a situation where we say the municipality is able to have proper relations with its big clients and providers. That includes ESCOM and rent water. In the recent years, we have not had a situation where we have been throttled water on the basis that we have been unable to pay, or we have been load-shaded on the basis that we are not able to pay the account. This is progress that has been made, and it has impacted positively into the economy of the municipality, but also it has impacted positively into the lives of our people within Governing Mbeki municipality. We know that there are people that are living with certain conditions that require that they have energy 24/7, and up to so far, for the past 12 plus months, we have been able to provide electricity for a sustainable period of 24 hours a day, except when we have isolated areas where we had breakdowns, which are inevitable. They can happen anytime because these are mechanical matters. They need to be serviced. Sometimes they malfunction. So we would want to apologize on those malfunctionings that would have taken place, but the fact of the matter is that we are consolidating ourselves to provide qualitative and sustainable supply of services. In so doing, unfortunately, we have to instill order and discipline in running our institution. And that includes the fact that we have to raise revenue so that we can be able to service all the required supplies and service all the clients that we are supposed to service in order to give you qualitative and sustainable services. In so doing, we have improved our credit control policy in line with some of the wishes that came from your good self. One of the areas that one can boldly indicate, which was a stumbling block in terms of payments towards the municipality, was that if you had areas or you were owing the municipality a particular amount, before we could make an arrangement for you to start paying or to moving towards settling that particular debt, we would require an upfront percentage which you had to pop out before you can start paying even your current account. That amount was sitting at somewhere around 50% of what you owed, which made it a serious stumbling block and a serious hurdle to many of our consumers, which were then forced to pay that 50%. And we found that most of our consumers were owing in excess of 100,000. And in order for you then to start paying, it required that you pay 50,000 upfront before you can start paying for your services. We have since amended that particular policy, and at this current moment, the only thing that we require from you is that you pay the current account and you make a commitment by issuing a deposit or a payment towards the old account or the historical debt that you have of not more than the account of the previous month. So it means that you pay 2 months. You pay for the current month and the previous month, and then we continue with the arrangement of what is it that you are able to afford on top of the current account that will go towards your historical debt. Once you have made an arrangement, automatically the interest gets frozen. So it means that there will be no interest in your account. Your account will remain as is up until you are able to settle the account or the municipality comes up with some sort of incentive that will allow you to erode the debt that you have. With this said, there are new technologies that we are introducing to save cost on our side, which will eventually benefit your good selves as consumers, as customers to the municipality. One of those was that we had introduced a system where we will come to you if you are not paying for your electricity, you are not paying for your services, and we'll cut you off the grid in terms of electricity supply. And that used to cost us a lot of money, as we had to pay for service providers to come to you, and that eroded some of the money that would have gone towards stabilizing finances of the municipality. But with the evolution that we have adapted to, we are now able to pursue your good self to come and negotiate your payment terms with the municipality by just soft locking of your own smart meters so that you can come forward and benefit from the policy amendments and the arrangements that we have put forward for you. One of those is the indigent policy that we have in place that requires us to do a detailed vetting on you for us to declare you as an indigent person or a person who is unable to afford and who is within a particular a bracket of revenue as a household. Once you qualify for that, we are going to give you a subsidy that allows you to get 10 kiloliters of water for free, and also give you a total of 60 kilowatts for free of electricity. Now, with that said, it means that we are able to create a better life for you and seek to advance you while you focus on other developmental issues with your own personal life. Ourselves as the municipality were able to sustain the municipality and provide you with service. But of late, we have realized that there are few individuals that are unfortunately uncomfortable with this arrangement on the basis that either they are running informal businesses in their properties that are not zoned accordingly, and this is causing a bit of a challenge for them because they have to prescribe and subscribe to the policies that the municipality has adopted. This is one of the things that have made the members in the community of Emzinoni to arise, and we can indicate that it's a minimal few individuals that are not favored by this policy, as they were benefiting from the resources of this municipality, from the resources of this community for free, and cannot be tolerated anymore. Everybody must be able to food for the consumption that they have used. So we are pleading with our communities to be tolerant, and for those that are struggling, please come to the municipality and engage with us. We are having a solution in one way or the other to assist you to be able to get services and for you to be able to pay for your services and the consumption of the services while we deal with improvement of services as a municipality. If we are not going to be able to enforce these policies, it will be doomsday for the municipality, doomsday for the entire community of Govenibegi, because it will mean we will then go back to load shedding by Eskom, and it will go back to throttling by rainwater, which will cause the economy to downsize, and unfortunately for the rest of us to live even more difficult lives as we have seen before. So we don't encourage that we go back to that kind of period or time where we had serious challenges, but instead we work as a collective to advance Govenibegi to move towards a standing or a status of a model city of excellence. With this, we thank you very much. Any questions? Yes.
Executive Mayor, so mhlambe ngicabanga ukuthi njenga Emzinoni FM singalesinas mostly abadala abadinga ukuzwa mhlambe kangcono from you, ngiyakuzwa ukukhuluma ukuthi kulabo abanga-afford ikhona indlela umasipala angakhona ukubalekelela ngayo. If mhlambe ungaba elaboratela ukuthi ke iziphi lezo zindlela, because abaningi bakhala ngokuthi aba-afford, that's why bakhipha ukuthukthela kwabo ngale ndlela ade benza ngayo mhlambe from yesterday.
Okay. Mhlambe kokuqala asidlulise ukuthi esikubonile ukuthi abantu abaningi bathi isaphulelo sabo asizange siphendulwe. Umuntu afike nephepha la ka2018, cha, isaphulelo kokuqala fanele uzivuselele unyaka nonyaka, uma ngabe sikuphasisile waba kwisaphulelo ngeke size sikucishele. Leyo i-guarantee engiyinikezela kubahlali. Kodwa ke uma uthole isaphulelo, funa ngiyiphindelele igama ukuthi isaphulelo, ngakho ke akusho ukuthi akusena cent ongeke ulikhokhe uma ngabe usebenzisa amanzi ukudlula lo 10 kiloliter esikunikeze wona. Akusho ukuthi angeke usakhokha uma ngabe ugesi wakho udlula lo 60 kilowatts esikunikeze wona mahala. Ngaphezulu kwalokho usuzozithengela ugesi. So kubalekile ukuthi abantu bazi ngalokho. Ngaphezulu kwalokho ke sicela ubudlelwano nomphakathi wethu ukuthi sondelani kumasipala. Umasipala akusisona isitha, umasipala ukhona for abantu basekuhlaleni baseGovenibegi. Singabantu nathi sisebenza la ngaphakathi, siyazi ukuthi abantu baneyinkinga ezahlukene. Ngakho ke sinazo indlela zokuncedisa ukuze nikwazi ukuthi niqhubeke nempilo. Into ebalekile ukuthi nizisho inkinga zenu kithi. Sikwazi ukubona ukuthi lokho kushoyo kuyiqiniso futhi ningasikhohlisi ngoba sinazo indlela zokuthola ukuthi ubani uhlala kuphi impilo isima esinjani. Ngakho ke siyacela ukuthi umphakathi wethu awusondele kakhulu kumasipala. Uma ngabe beya kamasipala noma besondela kumakhansela abo bazolithola ulwazi olufanele ukuthi iziphi indlela ekufanele bazilandele. Kodwa engikucelayo ukuthi awungaqali ngokufuna isaphulelo namhlanje bese ucabanga ukuthi sokwenzeka kusasa. Cha, uma ufaka i-application namhlanje ingathatha up to 60 days. Kuya ngokuthi wena le information osinikeze yona nosilethele yona iphelele kangakanani. Uma ngabe iphelele kuyashesha, uma ishoda sisazophinde sibuyele emuva siyofuna enye yale information okuzokwenza ukuthi lokho kuthatha isikhathi eside ukuthi ukwazi ukuthola isaphulelo sakho. Labo abafuna ukwenza ama-arrangement okwamanje ngingakwazi ngisho ukuthi ngithi ngingabuyela kwikhansela ngiyobacela ukuthi bavumele lokho engikushoyo ukuthi ngisho kungathiwa awunayo imali ka2 months. Uma unayo imali yokukhokhela i-current account, sondela ukukhokhela i-current account wenze arrangement. Emva kwaloko kusuzoqhubeka ne-arrangement yakho ngoba into esiyifunayo asilwi nokuthi abantu abakhokhe wonke lo 4 billion esikoletwa wona siwumasipala. Into esilwela yona ukuthi akube nosiko noma ne-culture ethi siyakhokhela ama-services ethu. Lokho kuzokwenza ukuthi umasipala akwazi ukuletha izinsiza ngendlela efanele emphakathini wethu.
Yeah, two. Because abaningi bakhala ngokuthi mhlambe bangakhona ukuthenga ugesi manje le ncindezi yokuthi ke bavalelekile ukuthi bangasakhona ukuthenga ugesi. Angakhona executive mayor kubasiza mhlamba extend ukuthi bavulelwe for 3-4 months bakhona ukuthi bazame ukulandela lemigomo osoyishilo.
Cha, ngeke sikwazi sesikwenzile ngaphezulu kwa12 months. Besifuna uqala nizokhumbula ukuthi siqale ngalolu uhlelo ngoJuly nge1 2024. Sabese siyayisuspenda for 12 months. Senzele ukuthi abantu abasondele benze lama arrangement. Abantu bahlalile bangawenza ama arrangement. Esikudingayo manje ukuthi abantu abasondele bezokwazi ukuthi bavulelwe abakwazi ukuthi benze ama arrangement. Uma wenze arrangement namhlanje sikuvulela namhlanje. Uma ngabe wenza isaphulelo awukwazanga ukuthi ukhiphe okufanele ukukhiphe lo kwe current account then uzolinda until isaphulelo sakho siphase. Sikhumbule ukuthi ama service akusiwona ugesi kuphela. Namanzi siyawathenga. Ukube besiwathola mahala besowadlulisa mahala. Manje ke kubalekile ukuthi sibuyele emuva siyokhokhela. Siyabonga. Thank you very much.
There is one of our viewers who asked the question. His question is that doesn't the municipality think that prepaid water meters would be a solution in this instance?
It's true. That's the direction we are taking. We are going to be starting with implementation of that in some of the areas, but I don't want to announce it now as to where we're going to start and when. We are still working on that, but we are going to do prepaid water meters eventually.
All right, and then my second question, when the municipality vets residents who actually qualify for indigent grants, we have instances where people were declined simply because, let's say, they're directors of companies, or maybe there's a source of income that's coming from somewhere. But those people would approach the municipality and say, I am not aware that I'm a director of company XYZ, and I became a director simply because there is somebody who obtained my documents fraudulently. They provide bank statements and everything to show that there is no any other source of income, but then they are still declined. Aren't there other measures that the municipality can put into place to do proper vetting of those people, even by way of affidavits, and maybe consulting with people who have access through the CIPC and whatnot to see who actually signed those documents, to see if this person is linked to a bank account that belongs to a certain company, than just rejecting based on face value?
No, thank you very much for that question. It's a very important question that we wanted to also respond to. As we move along with the registrations that we are doing amendment work to the policy itself on the basis of the challenges that we are finding as we move along. So if a person has been declined on the basis that they are a director of some company, whether it was registered a long time ago, it's not functional anymore, but it still remains active. These are things that we can be able to deal with. What we'll request, as you have already touched, is that a person brings an affidavit that states that the person is not receiving any income, and brings also an attachment of the bank statement that they are not receiving any money, and will be able to clear such a person for the person to receive the incentive that is due to them. Thank you very much. With that said, thank you very much. Our briefing